This is Full Master from L2P TV, and this is a guide for Heroic Majordomo from an Arcane Mage's point of view. We'll look at a normal boss fight and how you want to tackle every mechanic to maximize your DPS, thus doing your utmost to help your group kill the boss. Now, for this fight, the absolute most important thing for you to do is to ensure that you never lose your concentration, which, as a mage, is 100% possible. By concentration, I'm referring to the boss ability that is present on Majordomo Heroic, which is, when you don't take damage, you deal 100% extra damage, but as soon as you do take damage, you lose that buff and it takes a long time to regenerate. When the fight starts, there's about 5 seconds before there's a bar that spawns at the bottom of your screen, which shows you how much concentration you have at the time. Those 4 or 5 seconds at the start of the fight before the bar spawns is the only time, if you're an engineer, that you can use a Sapper charge, otherwise it destroys your concentration. Now when the fight starts, you don't want to blow any of your big cooldowns. You want to save it for when your bar reaches full concentration and you're dealing 100% extra damage. The only exception to this is your potion. 50 seconds of potion is always worth more than 25 seconds of potion, because you can always line it up with your cooldowns later in the fight. Now that I'm full concentration, I'm going my full on burn, all my cooldowns, and hitting extremely hard. That covers how you want to handle the start of the fight. Now, the rest of the fight, and the most important part, is to never lose your concentration, like I mentioned before. During the fight, your number one priority is paying attention to how much energy the boss has. At 100, he'll leap on someone. Your goal is to blink and avoid his jump. Plan out exactly where you want to go before it happens. You can see I completely avoided that jump. Now here's the annoying part. If you have to move with a blink, that means you're not going to have it for the next leap. Now since 1 or 2 more casts is not worth dropping all your concentration again, the way you ensure you still don't get hit is to move early before it picks a target. You can see that I'm already moving, yet he hasn't chosen anyone. If I hadn't preemptively started moving, there's a very good chance I'd be caught in that fire. You can even see my Flame Orb sitting in it. But that's okay, because Blink is back up and it doesn't matter who I stand next to now. If you keep both of those things in mind, you'll avoid every single leap. On 10 man and 25 man, to make him transform, there's a little bit of leeway for you. As long as there's no one dead and you trust the rest of your group to move in, you as a ranged DPS can stay out and DPS more. I move in here because I'm not sure if people are going to be slow or not. Okay, moving on to Seeds. There's actually a large number of ways that you can avoid this ability. You can stay out and ice block before he starts his cycle, which, if you come out early, is a little dangerous because everyone else is immune to damage, thus he'll be the only target. Or again ice block, but just wait until you get the seed debuff and stay out so that you don't explode on anyone. But the easiest and coolest way to avoid it, while also saving your ice block, is to invis immune the ability. To do so, look here. His seeds have 2 more seconds on the cast, and yet you're only trapped in the cyclone for 1. So as soon as you're free, you go invis, and you completely avoid the debuff. Another quick note for NGs, because I'm sure you just saw me rocket boot, which you should know is extremely dangerous in case it fails. You only want to do it when you have ice block up. As long as you're watching carefully, you can ice block off the debuff before it ticks once. And because I did, I took the chance. Again, it's very important to know where you're going ahead of time. I know where I'm blinking, and I know I'm going to have to adjust, based on that there's 2 ranged who both still have seeds. Okay, I'm going to speed things up a little bit here, because from this point it's all rinse and repeat. While you watch some of this, we're going to talk about your DPS when he leaps. If he leaps, he's out of your range, and you're not moving because blink is down. What you want to do is target the cat he leaves behind, cast 1 Arcane Blast, and already be targeting him so that when he comes back in, you're chain casting. Ideally, this should mean you never stop casting. This next part here is how our guild handles orbs. What we do is we group up, we take them far up to the stairs, have the orb spawn there, and then have one person specific soak them. If that's not how your guild does it, and you do it by soaking and you're one of the people who have to soak, there's no real tricks to it. You'll just have to bite the bullet and take the damage loss. However, if you do it like us, the most important thing for you to remember is, while you're running away from them, always be sure that there is someone else between the orb and you. Again, speeding it up a lot, everything from here is rinse and repeat. I'll show you one more small example about moving early, and then you can just watch us kill the boss. He's coming up on 100 energy here. I'm a little nervous how close I am to the other hunter, and I want to start moving. If I didn't, I would have for sure lost my concentration. I mean, my gnome is literally on fire. Okay, again, here comes Searing Seeds. I invis, I completely avoid them, and the boss dies without me ever losing concentration. Again, I am Full Master, and please stay tuned to L2P TV for all your World of Warcraft knowledge needs. Thank you.